Hey DOT community, this is Alon coming at you with another late night Twin Peaks live stream. Now I know it's a Sunday or Monday, depending on where you're hailing from, but I'm still on the grind. Still been keeping it all Portal Stone, so I'm at 3211. But if we can get to 4K on tonight's stream. Yoon93. I learned how to pronounce your name correctly from listening to everybody else. Thank you for joining me. So if we can get to 4K here on the stream, I'm going to pull all 3 tokens that belong to this event in hopes to get a lot higher, because then my triple stacking tomorrow to get to 17K won't be as costly. That's pretty much how I see it. I wanted to go as far as I can with the free-to-play grind. Well, you know, gem and portal stones basically, and using relics, portal stone relics. But made it in time, 7K today. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, kicking butt. Yeah, what do you see? The 1.9 mil? Yeah, we're gonna hit 2 mil on the stream tonight. And if I'm correct, VPN souls. Well, yeah, but I'm gonna cash infuse tomorrow the soul grind and do a, I don't know, it might be a very short stream in comparison to the usual streams, because I'll be triple stacking, so I might be getting to 17K pretty quick. But we'll see what happens. But I'm trying. I already have a game plan. I'm trying to save like some of these remaining gems that I have here. Obviously, we're going to do some portal stones. Oh yeah. I've been definitely enjoying the game a bit more. I've definitely been going for a lot more events this month. Yeah, most definitely. Well, it's only because I don't know, felt the events were really worth it. Although, you know, with this event, I feel like the higher level play later on, I'll be kicking my butt for not grabbing these relics, because I believe they're going to try to keep them to events and events only with these Goliath Belt resists. Why would they do that right now and make them super common very quickly? I don't see that. How we doing, John McGinnis? So, but I'm trying. Oh, and thank you for everyone who subbed recently. I just recently hit 2,400, and I want a big shout out to all my subscribers. I do really appreciate everybody for tuning in, participating in live streams. Even if you don't jump on the live streams all the time, you're watching videos here and there and throwing comments and likes, and I appreciate that. It really helps the channel and really helps my content get viewed. That's really what I appreciate the most, is because that just means that helping out the community, allowing people to have a place to, you know, say their piece, you know, especially in the live streams, because a lot of people voice their opinions, and it's fine, but also help other players as well that may be a little, you know, a little new, or also fresh to the to the YouTubing community. So let's see who's here. Azarink, good day. Scorpion Sting, of course. Boganor, okay, I'm here. You can start now. Oh, sorry, Bo. I didn't mean to miss you here. Lucas Vert, Dragon HQ. Jason Jerome. See? Nice. 16,000 souls at the Min. Nice. I've been watching you since before the first Throne War, Malachi. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hazelon, what's your best Titan? I'll say what's the Titan that I enjoy playing with the most? Here, how about this? That's what I'll say. 2,400 for you, JJ. Nice. That's the I think 25, wasn't 2,500 the minimum though? You need another 100. The Titan that I have the most fun playing with outright is Calvrax. And I'm super excited because I did the breakdown on the DOT database. And the cool thing about mine, now, SoFetch can claim that his is the best, Oh, 2400. Oh, sub silly. I thought, yeah, JJ, you had more, you had more souls than that. But anyway, one thing I want to point out specifically: SoFetch was claiming that his Calvarax was awesome. He had 2 criticals on his Calvarax, okay, skills, but it was the first and I think the second skill. Since I got the critical on the third skill, when I went on DOT database and found out what he would be like at full max, because of 2 of the Calvarax relics, a 4-star and 3-star, I think it might be the ring here. They give critical on both of those relics, and of course you're going to use those relics with them no matter what. So when you add those 2 together and this last skill, it's 100% critical. It's insane. It's exactly 100%. So I'm like, man, I thought, so that means with the other 2 skills being damage, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe armor piercing would have been another option, but you get that also with the relics as well. So I just have to say outright, also too, I need a second Stormbringer. Yeah, I know, Soldier. I know now. Thank you, though. And Soldier, you need to stream. So you knew you were gonna get the harassment if you came in. You need to stream, Soldier. If not tonight, you need to stream tomorrow. Bo had a really informative, really awesome Relic Forging Debunked stream. So anyone here that didn't get to check that out, make sure you do check that out on Bo Ganora's channel. It was really cool. You did on Facebook? You did on Facebook? I didn't get any notifications, Soldier. That's because you haven't joined the Facebook yet, Zilon. I hear you, Soldier. But if you get on Discord right now, will you do your Sergion impression? I told Sergion that you do amazing Sergion impressions. He says that's amazing, and he can't wait to come back to hear all about it. You don't have Facebook? Yeah, no, I do, but I don't have it for my YouTube channel. $4 a.m. So just dipped in to say hello, and now I'm saying good night, peace, guys. All right, thank you, John McGinnis, for coming in. Appreciate you joining the stream. Another Titan that I do truly enjoy and can't wait to fully max is Korthan. Mine has really good skills, so I'm really happy with my Korthan. Again, as long as you get individual, and I got the health at the very end. And for him, health is huge. I already have him at 146,000. It's going to be huge. And his relics aren't even anywhere near, so yeah. And with his resists to poison, earth, and ice, not bad. So sitting with your girlfriend watching HBO and watching my stream at the same time, Soldier. I appreciate it. Also, I'm excited about this Matano. He's of course, the Matano I'm working on right now. See, it took me a little while to get really, really have at least what I would call 4 out of 5 star or a 5-star Titan when it comes down to all 5 skills. When it comes down to skills, not their star based. I don't know what checks, whatever you want to call it. But this one is also really good. I like with the ice, earth, and lightning resist for Panthers, and then armor and health. Just absolutely great Matano. So. And then, of course, my Talland. I don't want to say that I got fire and ice resist and then armor for the Spearman. If I would have gotten health, it probably would have been a bit better. But, of course, everybody gets the armor piercing and the damage, so I can't see how really a downside. But yeah. Oh, and Kamathi, too. Can't forget her. She's pretty sick. Alright, see you later, Bo. Thank you for jumping on, though. Definitely appreciate it. Maybe your brother will jump on. Can you go into a battle? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go into some Skullnar fights. That's what it's been. A lot of Skullnar fights today. And a lot of hitting, dragons. Yeah, when relic foraging changes to progression. Yeah, I think everybody's gonna want to break a lot of that down. It's gonna be pretty interesting. It's gonna be a lot more simplified though. It's gonna be, well, when I say simplified, it's gonna be alright. A 1-star relic at level 1 gets so much experience, just like Titan fusing. But we'll see. Hey, Leonard Johnson, how we doing? So, actually, that's another thing too. I haven't talked about. Well, I might have shown him off before. Some people might have seen him, but this is a real low battle. I probably should have thrown him in instead. But I got a real low level Wukong that I really want as my next champion that I'm going to work on. So it's nice to have one in each class that you're working on when you're a collector, at least, because as long as you're happy with their skills and one way or another you know that they're going to fit some piece of the meta, like one has like lightning resist, earth and ice, you know what I mean? So it's like a lot of times when you're getting resist titans you want at least 3 separate, so then you can also work with relics to get more resistances up as well, either to max or to put other ones up and try to get even more resistant 3. But a lot of times people have titans that they go in, alright, like they know it's a Skullnar defense, so they have a certain Titan they bring in for Skullnar defenses, and then other Titans they bring in a different Titan for, an Ice, Krothos, or Edelus defense, or a Ladega. So I want to ask everybody in the chat, who are the Titans that you have issues with? So for instance, is there a Titan that on a regular basis you find difficulty with? I'd like to know, what do you think that Titan is? It doesn't have to be a land, it can most definitely be a Garrison attack. Here, I'll take my Wukong in this time. I'll show off the Wukong. There's the Skullnar, this is why I'm going to try to see if I can replace him with another Skullnar. This one's got health and double ice and fire, and then resist to melee. Which, the resist to melee, unfortunately, is kind of good, but if you don't have relics to buff that all the way up to 90 or 100, it really doesn't mean anything. Oops. Yeah, only Forge on Forge events, Snoop Frog. Yeah, there's going to be, forging events, which, of course, just like fusion events, will definitely be the time to do so. Although, with the fact that you get a lot more relics, being that you do get a lot more relics, I feel like you will still end up fusing a bit, or forging a bit more often. Snoop Frog says, I don't know, Z. What do you mean, I don't know? Titans that, like, for instance, you say constantly, like, oh, the Titans that I avoid, if I know that defense is a Siegfried, or if that defense is a Matano, or if that defense is a Talland, or stuff like that. Believe it or not, logo if the cats are decent, Leonard Johnson. There we go. I've definitely run up against some logo defenses. Because now that I'm down in Masters, it seems like there are definitely some players that like to throw them on their VP lands. Help tested in tune hitting with Loki. He far a Thor and Avalos to time to... Okay. he far a Thor and Avalos to time out Loki. Tried to read that the best way I could, but didn't exactly make as much sense. You avoid Matano, Kumar? Okay. I've definitely avoided a couple Matanos of certain players and certain alliances. After a while, you're like, all right, well, they haven't changed it, so I'm just not gonna do it for right now until I see that number has changed, that defense number has changed, and no Titan on land is difficult. Only Titans on garrisons. Well, yeah, of course. But sometimes you'll either take in the wrong Titan for land, and all of a sudden you find out that, whoops. Then again, as a rank, not everyone. Again, a lot of times people like to make a lot of comments that replies to just their play style or where they are level-wise. And, of course, sometimes ultimatum comments like, nothing will ever beat me. Those kind of comments, of course, that's great if you are like that. Cool. But if you're also just making a comment like, I know some players have definitely gone into lands and have lost. I have. But then again, that's also because it's either I'm not paying attention to what I'm going into, or sometimes just taking the wrong Titan. Ice Maul Soulzar used to screw up a lot of people because they think it's the other element. Plus, also Throne Wars, being the fact that you couldn't really know what was on those lands in Throne Wars. I believe a lot of people. I got a bunch of greens in Throne Wars. It was insane because there was a lot of people that were. What's up, Frank Martinez? A lot of people did not know what the defenses were, and they had to at least test it one time to find out. It's insane. So, throw on the Wukong. Surprised nobody's hit this in the whole time that I've been just talking. We'll just make it go a little faster. I do lose on lands too. Oh, okay. Alright. Because it happens. I've seen greens on my VP lands before. I mean, usually right after it, the person comes back and also attacks and wins. But a lot of times, I believe they just took the wrong Titan into battle, or they checked it first. Because some people just will go in and just check it, and purposely dump like one troop in the battle because they just want to check your garrison. But a lot of times, if you don't change your garrison up, they already know what it is. So that's kind of the reason why changing garrison defense is so important. Because people pay attention. Because there's nothing else to do. When you're playing at a high level of like Castle level 25, trust me, they're itching for a fight. You say earlier that you were planning on picking up the Goliath belts. Yes, I would like to pick up the Goliath belts because I believe the way everything's shaping up is they're going to try to keep these to events only. And if anything, we're not going to see them in just regular rotation until maybe next year. I don't know. It just seems like for some reason, why would you bring them out in an event and dangle them like this and then make them super common the next week? I don't think that's going to be the case. I would just... Because then they could never do that ever again. I don't know. Because, again, I think they've learned their lesson a bit with the whole Calvarax thing, that if they want to try to introduce things in to entice the community to play, then they can't just make it super easy and accessible too soon, or else people will get upset. Where's the Divine Gem, Snoop Frog? I don't know. This is... They used, not reskinned, or not reskilled Titans, and Decided not to use Divine Gems. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have brought Wukong. Oh well, we'll still get through it. No, he's already down. What's up, NTG Nade? What are your thoughts about nerfing 5-star Berserker? Do you think I have heard your opinion about it yet? No, you haven't really. To be honest, I never got the opportunity to get it. I have had the opportunity to get it, of course, when I've pulled Divine Gems for the first Throne War, and I didn't get enough in this last one to really make anything substantial. So there was multiple times I had the opportunity to get it, but of course, I don't think everything's over yet. I don't think that they're going to. They may change what the Shadow Dancer's skills are. Maybe they'll leave it exactly the way it is. Maybe they'll just hope everybody forgets about it. You just hit 11k. Nice, soldier. But, I mean, I've seen stuff like this happen in the game before. But I just really wish they would have buffed something else. Instead of just made the only thing that they did something that the community saw as being really negative. So, I think it was not the smartest move on Natural Motions all of a sudden out of nowhere to do something like that. But how long have I been playing? Since December 8th of December of 2016. So, quite some time. But that was only a few days after global launch. I could have gotten rid of the rest of these guys. My Woo is at 57. Your Wukong is at 57? Nice. Yeah, I got to get mine up there because I really enjoy the skills he got. I got, I think it was Grenadier's damage, Grenadier's armor piercing, and then I got Goliath health and Goliath damage. So, pretty nice actually. 57? Yeah. Soldier, you're not gonna be mad. Although I don't know if I'd tell you to fuse him up all the way to 60 just yet, because you might want to actually I like to play with my Titans when they're like in the 50s. Anything over 51, they're pretty much auto, most of the time during events, but otherwise, they're just fun to play with when they're in their 50s, because as soon as they hit 60, it kind of stinks. They don't lose any, they don't get any XP anymore, really. Ships, Hazelon, good work. Thank you for joining in, Ships. I know, Ships has been around for quite some time. I was looking over some of the very old non-toxic videos, and original non-toxic members that were in back in the day. And Ships, you've been around for quite some time, if you are the same Ships that's been around. I'm pretty certain, though, it is you. Here's a bad skills, Kumar. Well, yeah. Because with double Grenadier damage, X skills, and then the Goliath offense and defensive skill. I mean, I guess it could have been 2 defense, but I mean Goliath health at like 130%, which is insane. And then Goliath damage. But you're only champ? Ah, I see. You ever scroll through relics so long you forget what you came for? Yeah, right, Snoop Frog? Most definitely. Just happened. Now, what did I come in here for again? Yeah, I'm just soaking up the XP with this Skolnar because, well, frankly, if I get a different one, and during a fusion event, 51 levels will translate into like 46 or something like that. So, no, Late Night King. Do we have another edition of the I watched the replay from last night with your Runa. It was very good. Anyone here that doesn't know, Late Night King is Shooter McGavin, and he provides a late night streaming service for all the people that are still up on the East Coast and the late nighters on the West Coast, and all the British that are waking up. They need to categorize them for more relics. More, yeah. Excellent. Thanks for joining, Chips. It is nice to know that it is you, long-time member. Because most people would ask me how long I've played. I know there's a bunch that have been with at least non-toxic since I've been there, possibly even before I was there. I just like taking Skolnar in with 2 Goliaths. There's henchmen. They just make it so that it's just not Skolnar walking around by himself. It takes forever, obviously. I have been actually taking in a bit more. As soon as I get low on Goliaths, I start taking in even more troops. But man, you're making me emotional now. Wow. When you are with a game long, though. It has its ups and downs, though, too. It also, goes along with what you are doing in real life. So you could be, certain times of the year your job could be more stressful. Or, obviously, there's, if you have kids, they could be going to school. So, obviously, during the summertime, you could be less active in the community because your kids are around. And it's not a bad thing. Enjoy time with your kids. But when they're in school, mom and for all the dads and the few moms that might watch, it's time for you to play some DOT when the kids are in school. Or maybe when you're at work, But anyway. Or you can be like Fury. You get paid to be a security guard. You get paid to be a security guard at a facility at nighttime. What a lucky guy. He plays DOT. He's got multiple devices at work. One to watch streams, one to play DOT, maybe one to play as Mini. That stream will become infamous. People will talk of it for years to come and will flaunt that they were witness to the revel of the new dominating titan in the meta. That's right, Late Night King. Archer defense, Goliath hit, and damage. Kumar, is that skills? Who's the Late Night King, though? Letterman needed. Leno. No, the Late Night King is Shooter McGavin. He is a. He's been YouTubing for a while now. Participated in a couple 24-hour streams too, as well. and also a non-toxic member. And here's the kicker with the Late Night King, Shooter McGavin, is he's 100% free to play. 100% free to play, which is nuts. Many people think it's not possible and you can't do it, but no, it is possible. And you can compete at the high leagues as well, because Shooter participates in Legend League on a regular basis and gets good rewards. I've played with, talking about being there forever. Shooter was there at the very beginning of Non-Toxic 3. And there's Michael Marlowe. Not too bad, Michael Marlowe. Skolner greets you with a good old shield tap. It does sound like a garbage can lid. I know. Metal garbage can lid. That's the sound effect they used, but... good to see you, King Joshua. Now, who here... You might be in NTG Hammer, or you may not be. Maybe in a different alliance. But who here is getting a 4-star or 3-star tomorrow? Let me know in the chat. If you are, it's exciting, because you are getting a option of some different pulls. Snoop Frog, I am 70 to 80% free to play. It's an interesting way to look at it, I guess. Unit gems and sit on them. Oh, I'm not King Joshua. I'm getting a whatever NTG Legends is getting this week. You give up, Snoop Frog? What do you give up on? Yeah, King Josh, you're in Hammer. 4-star, right? I know some other people might be also in a other alliance somewhere else, though. Or in the event you might be getting. But that won't be happening tomorrow. That'll be happening on Tuesday. Which I'm excited to see if... My predictions, of course, for this week is going to be Tuesday. We're going to see the TOW drop on like Tuesday midday here in the U.S. And it's going to run Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday we're going to have typing Snoop Frog. We're going to have a event start Thursday, unless we have another weird Thursday where they're going to be like, well, the Goliath changes are happening. It's like, I even asked in the dev live stream, like, what, and it's even part of the dev live stream, if you guys didn't notice. They're like, because it's Chris over on the computer going, hey, Zalon wants to know what's happening today. And I was asking because I was dead sure that they were just going to be like, yeah, well, the Goliath changes, and be like, well, that's really not anything going on. It's just an update. It's not like anything to participate in. But you want a good Vixia, King Joshua? I don't know. Vixia's gone far back on my list of priorities on the Rangers. I'd be maxing my Champ Yard Dog before I max my Vixia. But it's going to be... my Odin isn't the greatest, so I think I'm going to go with... I don't know, I have to think out my next Ranger. What do I want to see in this militia defense test? Can't decide. Oh, okay. I want a good Vixia, but at 5. I heard that she has a first skill buffer. Well, not the Vixia that I have. Maybe she's changed, though. maybe she has changed. Oh, okay, maybe not then. We got 20 people watching. It's 35 minutes on. Thank you for everybody joining in tonight. Always awesome. It didn't help. I don't know, militia defense test. Well, what do you want me to tell you, militia defense test? What are my thoughts on the recent Goliath changes? What other changes would you like to see? Sounds like something that the developers asked me. Well, and it is. And what I told them was, because I think everybody wants to get the best feedback on exactly what the Goliath changes are. And I honestly think that they still haven't changed enough for the community to care about them. I think they're still playing a far back seat to all the other troops. I don't know. I'd like to see them be a unit that takes up way more space, but not be taller. I just would like them to be wider. Maybe have them be 2 Goliaths. I know they don't want to go back to the 3 Goliaths that they used to have during beta. Like if they used to, because they used to be 3 Goliaths in a group. But to be able to make the game run on all sorts of different devices, they made sure that they, tried to make the game as manageable as possible. But we all know it now at this point that the game's well over a gig. And of course, again, trying to manage the size of the game is a priority to make sure that the game operates at highest capacity. Because to be honest with you, I don't want to sound like a developer here, but I want the game to be accessible by as many people as possible, because that means more people to play, and obviously more fun to be had. Because the more players we have in this game, the more fun it'll be. Just hands down, So, I don't want the game to run like crap on every device except the high-end ones. I mean, does anybody have any problems with their device and playing the game just because of their device being kind of outdated? When I say kind of outdated, I mean your device is, roughly maybe 3 or 4 years old, or aftermarket bought. Oh, from Storm Maidens. Yeah. Storm Maidens are pretty fun. I got my, I think I'm upgrading. I think I'm upgrading to 6. I think I'm upgrading them to 16 already. Am I? Yeah, going from 15 to 16, and I think I'm building it to upgrade to 17 right now. Actually, building the hull. Have at least 3 different graphics versions now in my 3 devices. Oh wow, so obviously you get like a low, medium, and high resolution setting based on the fact that the devices are all made in different time periods. Well, I mean, I definitely noticed a difference from the phone right now that I'm using to monitor the chat compared to the phone that I'm streaming live from. The one that I'm monitoring the chat with was the device I originally started playing the game. And I'll tell you what, it's another Motorola, and it was the best around when I first got it. But as soon as I got this Moto Z that I'm streaming from right now, like a year and a half ago, definitely noticed a difference in what the game looked like. I do agree with you on not having Goliath battalions, but having buffed health and giving them natural resistances. Armor would be useless to all the AP on the current meta. It would be nice if we would see them with a lot higher boost, like basically higher boosted original stats, because they should come with a bit more armor. They're, you know, super strong. So I would think that they naturally would come with just higher armor to begin with, so that if you relic them up properly, that you should be able to get your, you know, armor up in the 200s fairly easily with the Goliaths. But we'll see. Shoot, are you streaming tonight? King Joshua and others are interested. And thanks, King Joshua. I'm not good enough? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Shooter, when are you streaming? This salon guy. It's alright, though. I want to watch Shooter, too. What do I think the next event will be? Jeez, Alon, pushing that VP. Alright, so Green Arrow. I have been in a constant back and forth with Green Arrow for the last 2 days now. Yeah, I want Shooter too. Green Arrow? I knew it. I shouldn't have given you an opportunity. Bro. Yeah, King Joshua, I'm just messing with you. Come on. Can't drag my stinking Goliath. Go to town. People keep say X relics, it'll happen. X relics? I don't know. Although, with Titans that summon troops, the Calvarax relics may not be the only relics to also summon, you know, troops. They may not be the only set that comes out, because we see Titans that are going to be able to summon troops, so we may see some other relics that also summon troops, which would be pretty interesting, just to give more of a mix. Also, we may see some relics that also give spells that don't exist in the game. Think about that as an idea, because that would be nice, because we already have relics that give spells that do exist in the game. But see, that's why when they're bringing out these Titans that are going to be troops that are unique some way, somehow, which means they're going to be different than the regular troops. They may be reskinned troops that we already have, this, that, and the other thing, but they're going to have some sort of special abilities or difference. So with that said, I think that it's possible we could see relics that'll deal spells that won't be in the regular mix, to make those relics also special. See, they're trying to make, with this whole summoning thing, they're trying to make the Titans special, different, unique, some way that makes them desirable by the community, at the same time adds a new element to the game. So, build your own Titan, that would be a huge event. Pick your own skills would be interesting. That's what you mean by build your own Titan. Thing is, though, so not everybody could do the same thing. They should give an option of 3 different Titans, and you pick one of them, and then you could build the skills of that Titan, meaning that event, not everybody would come out with Titan A and the best skills. You could have Titan A, B, and C, and obviously whatever one you're going to be trying to go for. So obviously one will be a Ranger, one will be another class that everyone likes, so like a Berserker, and maybe a third one would be another class that everybody likes, like, Champion, because that would be easy too as well. So it would be interesting if they did something like that. But yeah, I feel like if you had a couple of options so that it's not too cookie cutter, so then there would be like some master builds for each one kind of situation, but you had to choose one. So, and a lot of people may choose towards their 5-star, that they either have an extra of or will pull off of another Titan because they know they can make that Titan more OP. Be pretty neat. Because I know right now a lot of people choose the next Titan they're going to work on based on their 5-star because, well, frankly, hey, you want to make sure that that 5-star that you have is utilized properly. So you want a Titan that can actually handle it. Should be able to roll at least one skill on each Titan for Divine Gems and should have more reasons to use them. King Joshua, very good idea. I think Divine Gems having to do something with rerolls on Titans would be very cool because it would hold people back from, obviously, because if it was a gem situation, it'd be a lot different because you can purchase them. But Divine Gems, being the fact that Divine Gems can't be bought, you can essentially buy them when you participate in an event where you spend money in and do better in the event and then obviously get more Divine Gems, essentially. But when you accrue Divine or go far in a regular event and get them along in the milestones, you are and do so by spending money. Yeah, but you're not buying them directly. You're still earning them along the way. So, with that said, definitely could see something like that happen. Because obviously it would be something that people would throw a high priority on because, you get a junk Titan instead of sending it to the graveyard like Game Rescue says. You would actually have a reason to, respec a Titan, And at this point, the developers are never going to design anything close to what Yuki has already put together. So that's why the developers support Yuki in everything that he does. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty awesome and amazing to see something done by someone who is completely not affiliated with the company, and they pretty much support him as if he was. I was just about to mention skill rerolls as well. Oh, good, Lucas. Don't want them to do resistance or Titan trading. Titans, any kind of marketplace thing is very susceptible to hacking. So I would hope they do not do anything like that because it would make the game, in my eyes, as much as it's already susceptible to hacking already, for people to hack gems and Divine Gems and stuff like that, obviously, most of the time they're caught fairly quickly, and other times it takes a bit longer, but Divine Gems cannot be bought. Good one. I know, I explained it, essentially, when I say that. It's not an outright trade. You still have to put time in to get the milestones in the events. You still got to put time in to participate in Throne Wars. But yeah, no trading. It's just good. It's just bad. I've seen other games run into a lot of major issues, and I would rather the developers not have to take the time to have to monitor all that and everything else. If they're creating another possibility for them to have to spend too much of their own resources to monitor it, I think that's very bad. I would rather see them spend their time and efforts on other things to entertain the community by having better events, having, well thought out moves when it comes down to updates and everything else. So I would definitely prefer that. I think many others would as well. I sold res in my last game and no hack. The game system allowed it. Didn't make anything, bought packs. Interesting. Hey Jamie. Nice to see you. I really hope Titan reroll happens. I have some Titans I want to redo. Exactly. Instead of just getting rid of them. I know a lot of people take their 4 stars, even ones that have 4 out of 5, check marks. I don't want to say stars, but when it comes down to like good skills, you know, what people would say to be optimal skills. What's up, FL Rebel? So yeah, some people take even ones that are 4 out of 5, which again, in a lot of cases, if there are certain titans like well liked ones like Mamesh and Siegfried, you get a dream roll or a 4 out of 5, you might as well keep and level it. You know, unless you're somebody who honestly throws down serious money on gems and does 2K pools on a regular basis, or goes crazy during Titan takeovers. If that's the case, then you know what, do whatever you want. But myself personally, I don't think I run into, I haven't had 5 or 6 Siggies. You know, I've only had 3 in total. And for that, that's still pretty high because there's been a decent amount of opportunities to get them throughout pull events and stuff like that, but I've just gotten them in events. That's the Dream Titan reroll. Well, see, that'll be what everybody calls for after this Relic. Because that's the thing. What's the next big, hang-up? Yeah, I don't want to say complaint, but, what's the next big hang-up that everybody has? And that's going to be, people are going to be like, we want Titan reroll. We want to fix our Titans. We don't want them to be garbage anymore. I don't want to get stuck with double ice resist Skolnar, you know what I mean? Yeah, replacing the dreaded 2-star XP Relic and Divine Gem Altar, yes. I agree. Question. DOT community. What if they replaced the 2-star XP Relic with gems instead? The regular gems, not divine gems. Like, for instance, you spend 500 divine gems and say you get, I don't know, 2k gems, 2,000 gems, just enough to be able to buy an event relic. Would you consider that to be enough for 500 divine gems? Or no? That still wouldn't be good enough. You need a lot more gems, right? Just curious. Because you realize, taking away the 2-star, the devs would say, yeah, we can do that, but we have to replace it with something else that's equivalent to 2-star status. You're not going to get 500 divine gems and only going to get a 4-star and, 4-star and 3 stars. That's it, for 500. They're still going to want a 2-star in there. So there would still have to be something. NTG Nade says yes. So 500 divine gems if the lowest thing that you could get was 2k gems. So that would be your Runa. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be the most ideal thing, but if you got 2k gems for every 500 you put in, meaning that you can get at least one event relic, or essentially something close to 2,600 souls if you grinded it all out. Maybe an event token? Okay. See, that's the only thing. It would have to be capped at 1-star, 2-star. You couldn't get a 4-star event token for being the worst. See, that still has to be a bottom, and 3 stars can't be the bottom in the 500 DG. I don't think that's going to be the case. They're going to take it out, but then they're going to replace it with something, and people are going to be like, well, you know what I mean? This is what I call a bad ping pong land. 35? Why? 33? There we go. Keep running into these guys over in Dragons. 3 to 5-star, good. Let's get it. What's up, Fetch? Good to see you. I was watching Fetch's streams earlier. Fetch did a really good job streaming again. I was really impressed. His streams are very informative, at the same time, very entertaining. And they can be a little R-rated, not X-rated. If they were X-rated, I think it would be pretty bad. But sometimes they can be a little R-rated. Put in a Titan token for 500 DG. Mr. Scuba, I like that. I do every 1500 now. Nobody wants XP relics, I think. I think they do. I just think that nobody likes using XP relics like 5 times. If they took the durability of XP relics down to 1 use and decided to just bump up the XP and make it a one-time thing, do you think that could easily solve a bit more the griping of how XP relics are? Or do you think it doesn't matter and 5 uses is still fine? Event token is just a pull, not an event relic. True, Green Arrow. That's true. But they can't... See, there's still the possibility of getting a 4-star, though. If there was a way to give an event relic that was just guaranteed to be 1-star, 2-star, which in some events it feels like that's the case. But, you know, if there was a way to do that, then yeah, I'd say event relic tokens, or event tokens for 1-star, 2-star. But what's up, Elijah Butler? Titan tokens, yeah. Titan tokens, I brought up an idea of using the monuments and having a midweek event with the monuments and incorporate, because of course the leaderboard events with tokens were kind of a flop and people used them as like a break time from the regular event grind. I sure did, both times that they came out that they did those. So I think they should do a monument that's very similar to TOW in the sense that you're able to refresh all the different monuments, but along with the Titans that you can get for the drops on the monuments, you also would get tokens. And in the hardest monument, you would have the ability to grab an epic token. But I thought that would be pretty neat. But obviously, I think that one obviously would be the highest one and only would refresh after like 24 hours, or maybe even you might only be able to do it even just one time, just for the epic token opportunity, and then all the other ones would be a little different. But I thought that would be a neat. I would do that event. You know, you obviously would be able to get maybe they do like a 48-hour on the epic, and do like the 24-hour on the Titan token, and then the the relic tokens and the maybe even event tokens. That'd be kind of neat too. Throw like event tokens in there. Actually, yeah, they should do event tokens on like the 24-hour, and then the 12-hour they can do regular tokens. That'd be pretty neat. Something like that. Oh, the notorious 500 souls away from Joldarg. Nice. Don't touch my rank XP relic. 500 for 4-star if they do. I see. I like XP relics, just not for 500 DG. Yeah, I love XP, but 2 and 3 stars shouldn't be chance for DGems. Yeah. Whatever happened to the Lord of the Rings game I played, Green Arrow? It just got kind of ignored by the developers to the point where so much of the community was completely leaving that it was just it was time to go. I mean, mobile games have that, especially when they're linked to large franchises like that. They sometimes can be flash in the pans. I'm kind of seeing that with the Westworld game that I'm playing. That's why I shied away from actually even bringing it to the channel, because I just checked, and the Westworld game by WB, in the current event that I'm in, I just played just like 5 minutes today just to check and see where the bottom was, so how many player base they have. They have like 23,000 people playing that game. Everyone here in the stream should know. It's well known that Dawn of Titans, there's a good 80 to 100,000 players active. And if you want to go to the bottom of the leaderboard during a solo event, you can find out exactly how many players there are. I should have done it recently on the last event, but yeah, it's pretty nuts. So when a game like Westworld by WB which is very similar to Fallout Shelter if you ever played that game. And if they can only have 23k, maybe 25k active players after like being released for I don't know a couple months. Yeah. Wonder what the TOW element will be. Theaters of War coming Tuesday, you think? Yep, that's what I was saying earlier in the stream. I think it's coming Tuesday as well. So, as soon as the event's finished up early in the morning on Tuesday. Here in the U.S. I believe it's going to drop on Tuesday, go into Wednesday. Okay? Do we want to see? What does everybody think? What do you think, or what do you want? You can say either one. For the TOW this week, I would like to see a TOW for. We've had ice, we've had fire, we've had lightning. Pretty certain we've had those three. If it's physical, I have no choice but run TOW, Snoop Prog says. Well, now that everybody has their Talons, it may be pretty smart, but then that means it's just going to be another physical event. But what other physical Titans could they possibly be bringing out? Or could it be one of the Titans for the summoning? Could they already be releasing them, or is it just the hype up they're going to show them but not be releasing them? I think we would have a bit more hype up. So I don't think they're going to be releasing the summoners this week. Earth? We've had Poison too. Poison. Oh, that's right. We've had Poison, Lightning, and Ice. I don't think we've had Fire. Have we had Fire? TOW? Remind me, DOT community. Remind me. We had 2 fires? Okay. Or are you talking about for Urkor? Okay, yeah. Because I'm thinking back to my thumbnails, but see, I used Urkor for like 3 different times for all the TOPs I did. Well, and the lightning one, and the poison one. Yeah, those were the good TOWs. I agree. Yeah, check the troops and the spells. We're getting too much resources here. Good free to play, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind. See, the silver wasn't that bad. Investing a little bit of gems, especially if you know you're going to be going hard in the next event. So it just depends. And it is nice whenever they release TOW, they do tell us what the next event is going to be, like Titan wise. But a lot of times we don't know exactly what the skills are going to be yet. A lot of times. So, Dark Magic. Uh-oh, dark magic. 23 still with me here at the hour mark. We should take a look what the souls are. The souls are. That's how they came up with his name. $34.71. Why chase relics, not titans? People chase a lot of relics because, of course, titans will always come around. Oh, Ponglands are open from Nade. The report button is so close to the visit button. I always... We're getting too close. Hold on. I'm going to do a little bit of relic foraging real quick. But since I'm streaming, we're going to play the we're going to play the I don't care what's going on right now. And that's when I have successful forages on 5 stars. Yeah, I'm still alive, Bo. Yeah, Fetch, I agree. I want the Return of Titans to TOW. That was the best part for you. So, Fetch, did you get... Okay, Fetch, you talked a lot of big game about the different Titans that you get from 2K pulls, but did you ever get any really good Titans from TOW? The ones that had Titan drops? You weren't as interested when they took away the 4 stars. Yeah, I agree. And so does Oberon Zod. Be interested to see if 4-star Titans are back in the... Yeah, exactly. Be interested to see if Green Arrow brings up his VP before the end of the season. I'll have to show that. Show where you are. It's been a hard-fought battle between myself and Green Arrow this season. Even though Green Arrow took some time off. After Tuesday or something like that. For success! Right? Did you guys see it? 3%. I've actually fused up a bunch of things today, so it would be pretty cool. I'll do a 2-star. I'll do some 2 stars. Hold on. %. Boy! Bring my Stormbringer to 6. Nah. Too bad. Not gonna happen. Z was on my stream and still foraging at 3%? Nah, I was just getting rid of food, to be honest with you. I just needed some more room. Why am I holding on to Elixir Relics? Well, Trials of Power is coming back. Trials of Power. Now, if I was doing serious 5-star forging, I would do a lot. I use my 3 stars and 4 stars, especially my 4 stars. My event relic 4 stars, especially. Because that's really where the 4 stars are that we actually fuse, for the most part. Well, let's see. Well, yeah. Snoop Frog, today's been a good success day for me. That's why I even gave those relics even a shot right now. It's been a really good success day for forging relics. I've gotten a couple levels on 4 stars, at least 3 or 4, and then of course I actually maxed 2 3 stars today, just on relics, which I was pretty happy with. They were all my 1 stars. Because using 1 stars to fuse into 3 stars, and of course the 3 stars that I'm fusing into are like ones like, what was it, the 3 star jade statue. Typically it's three stars that 3 stars that you're going to be using. Like all the Calrex 3 stars are all maxed and stuff like that. I don't put a lot into 3 stars, but there's specific ones that are always good. So you believe they actually spent the time to write code to favor one relic over another? Yes, I auto-carrot. What is happening? Yeah, right? Alright, 25 watch, an hour and 12 minutes in. And keep going on the grind. I'd like to get, we'll see. I didn't check my troops, did I? We're going to change up the troop setup. We're going to try to get to 4K if we can before the end of the stream. Pull my relics, see what I'm working with, and then of course after that, tomorrow I'll be doing a triple stack stream. It'll be triple stack Monday. Triple stack Monday. We're gonna have all sorts of crazy music. Oh, we're far enough in the stream. Everybody's gonna get a everybody's gonna fetch you here. Are you here right now, Fetch? I hope you are. Wait, dad joke of the day? Thank you, Kumar. Why do teenagers walk in groups of 3? I don't know. I'm gonna let Bo tell his joke first, and then we're gonna. There's a special thing I want to share. It's one of the funniest things that's happened recently. Oh, good. Fetch is here. Good. Because they can't even. Oh, jeez. It's good. All right. Ready? So, all you have to do is click on SoFetch and make sure to check out his channel. And it's not. This isn't just a shout out to Fetch. It's a shout out to his streaming capability. And what happened? Not on yesterday's stream. It was still really good. But hold on. I tagged it in the comments section. My favorite thing that happened. For your late night entertainment. For anyone. They can't handle hardcore fetch. This is your warning. And here it is. No, it's not too super. It's not super hardcore. Hold on. I'm gonna turn down the game sound. It's a bit loud. All right. Here it is.
I wish I had a pen. I'd write that down. I probably do have a pen in the hotel. Don't you think a hotel should have a pen somewhere? Let me see. Oh, shit. Oh, my beer. Damn it. Oh, what an epic fail. Oh, half of my beer went on the floor.
There's genuine sadness. Genuine sadness when he says that. Oh, it's my favorite. It's truly my favorite part. 16. Yeah, right here.
Think a hotel should have a pen somewhere. Let me see.
One more.
Oh, shit. Oh, my beer. Damn it. Oh, what an epic fail. Oh, half of my beer went on the floor.
All right, that's enough though, Fetch. Still was one of my favorite parts. The rest of your stream is really good, of course. That not to say that the rest of Fetch's stream is very educational as well as entertaining, but he broke character. Yeah, he broke character, right? That's right. Nah, his voice always stays the same when he's on stream and playing DOT, but otherwise, he's making vape videos. He is a completely different Fetch. That's why I think it's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation. During the daytime, there is daytime Fetch. But at nighttime, when he drinks the magical clear Japanese beer, he turns into So Fetch. That's the way it is. But if you ever want to relive that ever again, you just go to the Fetch's live stream. Look down in the comments. I have it timed exactly. I like that. I'm gonna start doing that more in my own videos, just to highlight things. Time stamping. Oh, let's turn this back up. What's up, Jupiter, King of Fire? What's up, Sweeney Todd? That autoclip may or may not be used in the future. Yeah, Bogadora, right? We need our own song. Yo, who can bang on their shields louder? Yo, so, what's up, Godan? Thank you for joining in. Okay, so pretty sure that in new relic system you will get more XP for leveled relics. Yeah. So you can start putting extra 1 stars into 2 stars to store up that XP. True. That is definitely a good idea. Hoard that XP. I would also suggest holding on to some of your 4 stars because using them now, chances of them failing are fairly high, and the 4 stars will give a decent amount of XP, just the same as how 4-star Titans do. Bones Alon need an official intro song. That'd be amazing. Yeah, Fetch. Christian Woods, when did the Rags update kick in? It should be active right now. It seemed like it was just... It wasn't like an update that I noticed whatsoever when it comes down to like having to update the actual game. So it was active as of last Thursday. It's supposedly what we did that day, because there was no other event. Thought they were supposed to be bigger. Looks the same to you, Christian Woods. Yeah. I mean, 20% bigger. You know. It's just like when they, what's it called? Companies sell you a detergent or a bottle of, I don't know, if you buy anything in bulk when it comes down to cleaning supplies. It's like, they changed the shape of the container. I worked in grocery store for like 6 years in high school and college. So when they changed the container and they're like 30% more or 25% more, it's like, container doesn't really look that much different and still fits on the shelf pretty much the same way. So is it really that much more? You really don't notice that much. So when it's a 20% increase in size, it was like, well, it wasn't that much. Twin Peaks 20% bigger? Yeah, right? So. Just pulled Skolnar, Armor, Poison, Lightning, Health, Resistant Titans, 21 Relic pulls. Okay, Pat H, nice. 13 1-star, 4 2-star, 3 3-star, 1 4-star. The grind goes on. Very nice, Pat H. Although it seems like you did hit a lot of 1-star there. So you got 13, 17, 21 relics. Double the price, then have a half off sale. Yeah, right? Any bigger and they would be too tall. Christian, oh, the skill's on mine? I got double ice. This is an older Skolnar. Double ice, fire, and health. I'd like to get a replacement. Oh. playing dot with a stylus. I don't think many do. FL Rebel. There's a good portion of people who play on tablets, though. So, maybe. Maybe. Besides Titan skills and events, what else do you think needs fixing, Green Arrow? I would say, well, yeah. Wait, what else? Yeah, well, season rewards. Season rewards. I've been saying that for quite some time, and especially that's what I'm always saying in the chat on the dev live streams. We need better season rewards to make Legend League better again. It just really does. It needs to be. It just needs it. I would like to see 2 full Legend League servers because they want to be there, not because the first server is 3/4 filled and the second server is a half filled, if not less. I just find that to be not good for the game in general. There needs to be more competition at the top. People need to be excited about being there. One reason everybody was excited to be there recently was because of Throne Wars. Only Rebel plays with a stylus. Really? Yeah, I played with a very thin one, but work with a new device, and it's a handicap right now. Make TOT great again, yeah. I just want to see Legends League be more competitive. I lost the will to fight in the week-to-week seasons because I just was like, well, I don't like season rewards. They're total garbage. Now that there is new chances of new Titans, obviously it's great. But I do feel that if they keep that up and they're just like, all right, this is what we're going to have for the next 6 to 8 months, no. That's it. Right now it's just a Band-Aid. They need to have either like a rotation, like the calendar, because the daily calendar is a good representation of what a good, this calendar is a fire calendar. Great. This calendar is an earth calendar. Well, if they do a rotation of season rewards, they could do it by either class, or they could do it by element, or they could just change up the pool. Either one of those 3 options. Second server is full. Half of the alliances belong to evil, though, and are empty shells. Yeah. That's what I'm referring to. I want to see Legends servers be actually filled with people that want to be there. Yeah. I'd like to see if they started giving out divine gems. Not a lot. They don't have to be a lot. But if they started giving out divine gems in the Legend League, and if they started giving out maybe some event relics, or even some epic tokens for 2nd and 3rd place, whatever. They're not that, whatever. If people will compete for better rewards. Let's just say that. And until they recognize that, that's another major thing with the whole Throne Wars too, is giving the players who participate in Throne Wars the idea that if you're participating, that if you're not the number 1 team, that you'll still get some sort of good rewards. And that's why I think that that was one major thing that the community resounded in saying that it was something that needed to be addressed. 2nd and 3rd place, maybe even up to 5th place, should be getting some sort of really good rewards for being there. What happens to discarded teams? Do they ever vanish? They might vanish when they hit Gold League. Or Bronze League. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, Jamie, no. We're talking about alliances that work their way all the way down to, like, bronze. We're not talking about alliances that are held by minis that people use to jump to the next week. That's common for the upper tier leagues, but there are teams that get completely abandoned. We're just talking about what happens to those. Quite a bit, Christian Woods. I mean, I've just going with portal stones as long as I could. They don't like jumping, yeah. Figure out a way to cut it down. We jump for few reasons, never for easy fight. Well, there are some people that do jump for easy fights. You know. Definitely is. Let's see, what are we at? 35.88. What time is it? 1:31. I switch personas like I switch up my wife's status. Ridiculous, Fetch. Need rewards for alliance levels. Yeah. I mentioned that before. It was brought up on stream, but they don't seem to be putting that on a very high priority. You should put some Panther relics on my Skolnar. Yeah, we could. We were elite champ, chill complete. Graduated to master week before TOW. That's a pretty good way of saying it. Warren Hammer, 20-minute login delay. We're on 30-minute login delay in Legends. Yeah, that's fine. It's like looking at school delays. Oh, there's that. Alright, Lucasford, thank you for joining in. I do appreciate it. 28 people here at an hour and 33 in. Definitely appreciate it. We're going to change out the troops, though. We're going to change it to cheap troops. 1, 2... ground? Yeah. Done and done. Done. That one panther. Skullner's like, no. Trash can lid. Oh, looks like we're taking Skullner to 52 tonight as well. Nice. Let's see. For the next half hour, I see. I want to pull those relics, but I don't want to do it like right at the last 2-hour mark or over the 2-hour mark. So maybe I'll just pull 2 relics here on the stream. 2 I have right now. At least so I can do it. But I'm probably not going to start using them until I hit 4. But I need stream luck. I don't like to... Oh, there we go. I got my Duran. I could check him out. I think I already have one, though. Let's see what my Duran looks like. Yeah, I already have one. But let's take a look at this one. Critical, resist lightning, piercing, resist against titans. Resist against titans. Now the one I actually had, the level 1. Of course, Fetch. Fetch has got a name for him, of course, because he's Fetch. We all know. Damage against titans, health, armor piercing, resist against titans. Whew. Even worse, but it's just a placeholder. Just in case they come out with a collection that includes them. That's pretty much it. Alright, let me see what you guys are saying in chat. George Suck. I appreciate the grind stream. Always nice to play with others. Yeah, I agree, King Joshua. It's one of my favorite things. Believe it or not, APOC did a couple grind streams back in the day. One of the first people to ever do streams that would just play. Of course, always asking the community what they thought about different things. So some of the stuff that I do, of course, mirrors after what APOC used to do a little bit in some aspects. But, of course, I enjoy the grind stream as well. Because, when other people would be playing, I'd like to play and watch other people as well. Do you consider his skills sucky? Well, yeah, Fetch. Duran? The second one was worse than the first one with the level 10. But Fetch just wants me to admit that his names are cool or something like that, I guess. Damage versus Titans is a skill that benefits low-level troop players. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I saw APOC with that Korea. Yeah, right? And believe it or not, Korea, at the end of APOC's DOT career, Korea, everyone's opinion of her was changing because troops were starting to become a thing. And Korea with Imperials at the time was actually not that bad. Oh, I got a 1-star. Thought you guys were going to give me some stream luck. 2 1-stars? Oh, gosh. Guess no stream luck, huh? I'm glad nobody saw. But yeah. Go against Urkon. Yeah, I'm still going to grab this third token. We're going to definitely be using these 2 1-stars. Ugh. And the third token that I get when I hit 4,000. Yeah. It was just bad luck. But gotta send the militia back this way. And usually you're... But I'm chink. Ridiculous bow. You want Grolgar? Maybe one day. I want him a mesh. I want a mesh. I wanted him a mesh for the longest time. Oh, of course, we're just getting ridiculously beat up here. I'll make him pay. You see, that was called a no scope right there with the fireball. No scope. I could have left a couple of them out of the ring and they would have lived, but I no scoped them right through the woods. Blackbeard, Darth Vader Paladin. Pirate Titan. Need to make a fetch Titan. That has variant skills. Certain skills during the day and different skills at night. The new Earth Infiltrator would be cool for season rewards. Zalon, stop pushing. Yeah, yeah, Voldan. He is in season rewards. So make sure y'all are posting your screenshots of your 4-stars tomorrow in band. I'll be taking a look at all those. Fetch Titan would be the most handsome Titan, more than Talland or Arvan, with his flowing golden locks. Oh, gosh. Old Grolgar, not ex-Gold Grolgar, so, okay. How about devs rotate end of season time? Well, they already, I don't want to say they already do, because when pretty much events like this roll over into the next season like this one is going to, it pretty much makes the end of the season. It's not the end of the season, but it is the end of the season. It's kind of weird. What I mean by that is people don't move around until after the event's over. So people are going to be treating Tuesday like a Monday. So that's what I'm referring to. Wait, what am I doing here? Him up front. Do with that. There and there. You go straight back. Do this. Oh, infiltrators need every skill in Relic. The next skill lowers potential so much, yeah. If it does. They won't. It starts at 10 a.m. London time, so they are in the office when it happens. I would summon hot chicks and equip them with 40-ounce beers. Guaranteed to knock them all out. Oh, jeez. Reminds me of a Family Guy. I forget who the guy was, but this is an old Family Guy. But Stewie had one of his fancy parties, and it was funny. It's like, Stewie looked like Hugh Hefner, and there was a bunch of like bunnies running around, and he's like, I'm gonna have one of my fancy parties. Well, he invited somebody over. It was like an older guy. He's like, make yourself at home. And he punches one of the women, knocks her right out. He's like, and Stewie looks at him like, oh, all right, whatever. So, that's kind of what I pictured you doing there, Fetch. Summoning hot chicks, giving him 40-ounce beers, and knocking them out. Gin and juice, the bluegrass version. Show the stats of my Goliath. Sure. Oop. Good thing I checked. Oh, Boganora. Tipping me $1. Wants me to sing the I got $1. I got $1. I got $1. Hey, 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 hey. Bo wants dollar song. Ooh, it's 6% too. I just caught it. Sing, sing, giggity, giggity. Alright. Thank you, Bo. Worth it. Thanks, Bo. Wait, I'm falling behind in VP? Hold on. Hold on. Are you telling me that are you telling me the Green Arrow is finally... Oh, yeah, he is. Green Arrow is finally coming back again. Oh, don't worry. Here, hold on. Falling a little behind, eh? Oh, I deleted a land. Oh, hold on. Hold on, Green Arrow. Just don't you worry. Hold on. I'm getting there. Hold on. Oh, what, my gold is full? So I'm at 1285. Okay. Still got a little bit ways. Oh, Arch Stanton coming in. In the tail end. I got about probably like 10 more minutes. So let's jump back to the grind. Thanks for the season changeover, Z-Shame. Oh! Oh, Green Arrow. You've had fun, though. Be honest. You've had fun. Got you playing more. I was in DOT just now. Was Alon streaming like a little TV? Are you talking about like picture inside a picture? Yeah. I gotta still catch up. I gotta still catch up to. Probably won't happen by the end of the stream because I'm not hitting high enough VP places. But don't worry. Green Arrow will go to bed soon, and I will continue. Frank's got some nice pong lands. So, Arch Stanton, how do you like this event? I don't think I've gotten your opinion on this event in anybody's live stream so far, so what do you think? Just curious. What's up, Brother Lincoln? Save yourselves. Alright, see you later, Bo. Yeah, I'm jumping off here very soon as well. 33 in the stream right now. I'd appreciate if anybody was here that is having a good time to throw me a like. It always helps the video and me. So please feel free to do so. But yeah, so as you heard, if you didn't earlier, I said I'm gonna be taking these 3 event relic, using these guys, and then gonna be doing some triple stack tomorrow. So, yep, procrastination nation in full effect. I'll most likely be doing the triple stacking during the stream. So, where's the like button? Well, hopefully you should know by now. Yeah, wild stuff in Florida is absolutely right, Obronzad. Wild stuff indeed. Yeah, FL Rebel. You gonna try to do one tonight? Or tomorrow? Oh, sweet. I'm glad I stayed on for at least a little bit longer so I can get the Arch Stanton what he believes in the what he thinks of the event. It's alright having one of the better Skolnars in the game. The new relics wouldn't help me too much, so I passed. Ah, Terra Firma for you, FL Rebel. Just curious, Arch Stanton, do you go to Wukong? Where's the meme? See, Stanton. The community is hungry for the memes. Plus, Arch Stanton, feel free to hit me up on Band. Definitely wouldn't mind discussing a few things. I miss those depressing memes. No Wukong. No fetch. Alright, DOT community. I'm going to be wrapping this one up. We're at 36.92. We're going to keep on the grind, trying to get to 17K. Definitely going to be achieving that tomorrow. Going to try to get myself a different Skolnar and some of these. Well, I might go to 18K. We'll see. But Banner of the Earth isn't the greatest banner of the banners. So, but wouldn't mind getting a better Skolnar. So I'm going to give it a shot. So, FL Rebel, I use Band. I do not have line. So, alright, DOT community. Thank you for tuning in. It's always a lot of fun. I will be back again sometime tomorrow with a triple stack stream to finish this one out. Hope everyone has a good one. And DOT, I will talk to you all again very soon.